Hi guys, welcome back to Curated. Welcome back to my channel. Today it's gonna be an unstructured kind of yapping sort of chill episode where you're gonna hear my thoughts on limerence, which is formed through a place of deep lack, and you're gonna also hear my thoughts on New Year's resolutions, how to make certain goals stick, and we're gonna yap about self protection as well. Throw a little bit of salt and spice in there. So, I hope you guys enjoyed today's episode. And if you guys do like it, please leave a like and subscribe, and also leave a comment. It helps me out a ton. And you can just watch this in the background while you're journaling or doing some task, or you can be actively engaged in it, whatever you prefer. And we're gonna get right on into it. So, the first thing I'm gonna talk about is like calculated risk and goals. So, what goals I think you're not likely to follow through on, and why I think New Year's resolutions don't work in the same way we want them to, is because we follow them as a means to an end. We follow them as like, I want my dream body, I want the end result, I want the end goal, but I absolutely hate the process or the challenges or the discomfort of growth that it necessitates. So, if you want your dream body, but you absolutely hate exercising, you rarely meal prep your meals, and you rarely spend your time and energy being a health and wellness girly or a health and wellness gym rat, then you're not going to be able to achieve your goals because there's two parts of you that are at war with themselves. So there's a part of you that loves the end result, but there's a part of you that absolutely hates the process of getting there. So there's some internal friction and tension in there, and you're likely to not follow through on the goals that you think you want, but you don't really want, and you don't spend your time and energy focusing on those goals because goals and desires are, I think, something innate to your life. If you do an evidence audit, you'll find that evidence of what you spend your time and energy most on will always show up in your daily life and practices. So if you think you want something, but you're actually just wanting the end result and not the process of it, you don't actually want it, you just want to be seen having it, or you want to be having the end result of being loved and approved with the goal, the end goal, but not actually hating the challenges, the discomfort of growth, or the process that is going to help you get there. So, be honest with yourself about what you want. That's the key to setting good goals and following through on them. And like, if you set bad goals and you think this is what you actually want, or this is what you should want, and you don't actually want it, or there are conflicting parts of yourself that are at war with each other, where they don't actually want the thing you say you want, that's gonna mess with your follow through call to action plan, right? And that's why I think there are some goals that you're very likely to follow through on, and some goals that you're less likely to follow through on. And you want to reconcile those conflicting parts of yourself so that you can actually process and understand these solutions as some parts of you that need to understand that this is the end goal you're trying to get to, but you have to love the process of getting there. So, how do you make it more manageable? How do you make it more resourceful so that both your conflicting needs are met? So that's the insight I wanted to bring you guys today. I also wanted to talk about calculated risks and goals, right? So if you wanted something, but you don't want the challenges of it. So that applies to romance as well, or like community or like connection as well. I believe the price of community is inconvenience. And I've seen those TikToks, right? You've talked about it. Like, love is a lot of work. It's going on the internet, getting viral. Love is a lot of work. If you want love, but you don't want the challenges or the showing up that it takes, you don't actually want love. You just think you should want love. Or if you want romance, but you run away when you get it, you're losing sight of what you actually want to go into and retreat into self protective instincts. So you don't actually want love, you just want friendships or like connection. So be honest with yourself about what you want, because I believe, okay, I'm gonna go off on a tangent here. I believe passion or like limerence is birthed through a place of deep, deep lack. So, true love is very calm and soothing and natural and neutral. True love is an enduring flame. It feels like a warm fireplace. Doesn't feel like sparks or like a fire that it just keeps burning very passionately. I think true love is a warm, enduring flame, and it doesn't have to dance around in order to provide warmth to you. And I think most of us do not want love. I think most of us are just happy with how things are, and we struggle to admit that, especially people who are avoidantly attached. We struggle to admit that we actually do not want love. We want a well nourished friendship support system. We want independence and community without the risk that it necessitates. We want not the challenges, not the downsides of love. We want none of the risk of opening ourselves up to both abandonment and connection. We want none of the downsides, right? But we want the upsides, like belonging, community, being loved, feeling desirable, feeling passion, feeling all of these lovely things that love has to offer, but none of the challenges that it also opens you up to. So I think we have to be honest about yourself with the fact that if you don't want the downsides of a certain thing, you're not passionate enough about getting that thing. If you want the downsides wholeheartedly and you are cognizant of the polarity of both the downsides and the upsides of a certain goal, task, event, experience, whatever you want to call it, any given situation at hand. If you're not both embracing the polarities of that experience, then you don't actually want the thing and you're not passionate enough about it. So, what I find helpful in my daily life is like being honest, radical honesty about what I want, so I can actually get to form good goals and stick to them and have like a good follow through. Because I suck at following through with goals. I'll be the first person to admit that, and then maybe you guys can sound off in the comments. But I suck at follow through because I set bad goals. It's not my ability to like not follow through or procrastinate on task, but it's my ability to set bad goals that has led me to this stage of my life where I'm like thinking I have to make radical change. I have to join paid courses to heal my attachment style and stuff. But actually, the genuine truth of the matter is, the genuine situation at hand present is, I do not actually want the things I say I want or what I should want. I want what I want, and it's alien to even me why I don't want the things society says I should want. The worst part is everything in life is a package deal, right? There are dualities and polarities that we can't possibly reconcile in our head or accept the realities of in life. Because opening up to love also opens you up to loss. Opening up to share yourself online also opens you up to the hate comments and the negative perceptions of others and the judgments of others. Opening up to starting a new venture also opens you up to failure at that venture. So there's polarities and dualities that will exist, and they have existed since before you and they will continue to exist after you. What do you think you want to do? Do you want to make a mark on this world with the resources you have at hand? Or do you want to trap yourself in fear of the negatives, the downsides, and not even actualize your potential to see yourself go through and stick through the upsides to make an impact on the world and see a life being well lived and well nourished, and your soul being well fed with the kind of potential that it knows it can actualize. So, one thing I'd recommend you guys, the three things I'd want to recommend you guys if you want takeaways from this video, is to actually be okay with the downsides and be accepting of the reality of life, that everything is a package deal. It comes with both loss and pain, joy and hurt, and risk and failure. And you have to be okay with the challenges as well as the upsides. And you have to wholeheartedly want, deserve, and feel worthy of good things. And the other takeaway I want to give you guys is that a deep lack translates as deep passion. But true love should not feel like deep passion, it should feel like a warm, enduring, natural, neutral flame. It should feel comforting rather than passion. And that's what true love should feel like, according to me. But if you're having a passionate love and if you're experiencing it, I think it's a luxury, it's a kind of privilege to experience it. Because just because it's birthed from a place of deep lack doesn't mean passion doesn't feel nice to feel, right? And I think it's a privilege to have deep feelings for someone and like feel so strongly. But it's also comes from usually an origin of having felt a deep lack, which is the kind of duality we see in healers as well. Like, if you have the deeper the fear, the deeper the healing, right? And so it's beautiful to have the full spectrum of human emotions, the huge range of human emotions that you can possibly experience in life, to have felt it in such a short span of time, to have felt it in your lifespan. So I hope you guys enjoyed today's episode. Please leave a like and subscribe and a comment, and share this video with somebody who you think might like it. And I'll see you guys later. Bye. Happy holidays and happy new year.